Welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Circle on Global Television. We are live in the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Anthony Momodu. Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, says President Bola is on top of domestic challenges in the country while reacting to recent comments by Atiku Abubakar, the People's Democratic Party's presidential candidate in the 2023 election. He said that the president's private trip to France did not interfere with official functions of the state, adding that the trip was announced to Nigerians. Onanuga added that the results of the president's interventions in current situations in the country were already bearing fruit with the recent successes recorded in curbing kidnapping. He said that the president also approved 50 billion naira as a special fund to address some security challenges in the northeast, as well as funds for the acquisition of equipment to track criminals in the FCT. The federal government on Tuesday disclosed that Nigeria is currently off track concerning progress on achieving the Global Sustainable Development Goals sanitation target and is regrettably among those behind. It also stated that the country loses about $3 billion annually due to poor sanitation arising from the use of unsanitary or shared toilets and open defecation. The Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Professor Joseph Osaf, who disclosed this in Abuja at the National Workshop on Safely Managed Sanitation, however, stated that the government was working hard to tackle the identified concerns, outlining some of the priority areas to include food security, ending poverty, economic growth and job creation, as well as inclusivity. The federal government is partnering with the United Kingdom to establish a joint technical working group for the development of critical mineral deposits in the country. Dr. Dele Alake, Minister of Solid Minerals Development, announced the partnership in a statement by his Special Assistant on Media, Shegu Tomori, on Wednesday in Abuja. Recall that the partnership followed a meeting between Alake and the United Kingdom Deputy Prime Minister Oliver Dowden on the sidelines of the Mines and Money Conference in London in December 2023. A delegation of the British High Commission, led by Deputy High Commissioner Johnny Basta, had also paid a visit to the Minister of Solid Minerals Development on Tuesday to fine-tune details of collaboration. Alake said that the partnership aims to culminate investments in the mining sector value chain. The House of Representatives Public Accounts Committee has slammed Nigeria Customs Service over the non-submission of audited financial statements for the 2016, 2017 and 2018 financial years to the Auditor General for the Federation. The Controller General of the Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, who appeared with his lieutenant, was questioned during the hearing of the committee chaired by Representative Bamidele Salam over the queries raised by the Auditor General to the Federation on the 2017 audited report. The Controller General responded to the queries that only common external tariff is remitted to the federal account by the OAGF, while others that are active are remitted into the non-federation account. Kaduna State has recorded no fewer than 748 reported cases of emotional and psychosocial abuse and 349 cases of physical assault in 2023. The Commissioner for Human Services and Social Development, Rabi Salisu, said this at the second biannual shared learning event and dialogue session on public-private partnership and private sector engagement. Salisu, represented by Mariam Muazu, the Director, Youth Development Department of the Ministry, said the data was a combination of males and females who were victims of the types of sexual and gender-based violence from January to December 2023 in the state. Senator representing Kano South, Suleiman Kawo, is questioning the premature removal of the substantive executive director of the Midstream Downstream Gas Infrastructure Fund, Mansur Kuliya. According to Senator Kawu, the sacking of Kuliya as executive director of the agency is unlawful, as he was not allowed to complete his 5-year term, which began in 2022. Kikelomo Okere has the rest of the story.
It is the responsibility of the National Assembly to respect its own laws.
Senator Kawu's outburst was in response to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's letter asking the Senate to confirm Oluwole Adama as ED of Midstream Downstream Gas Infrastructure Fund on Tuesday in the plenary.
Request for confirmation of appointment of Executive Director for the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA, in accordance with the provisions of Section 4, 41, subsection 2 of the Petroleum Industry Act 2021, I am pleased to present for confirmation by the Senate the appointment of Oluwole Adama as the Executive Director, Midstream and Downstream Gas Infrastructure Fund in the Petroleum Regulatory Authority. While I hope that the Senate will consider and confirm the nominee in an expeditious manner, please accept, distinguished Senate Presidents and distinguished Senators, the assurances of my highest regards. This is signed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
He started in March 2022, and it is the Senate who confirmed him. And there are so many provisions in the Act that if for any reason he will be removed or replaced for any reason, there must be a process which the executive, although he has power to appoint, but there must be a procedure in line with our laws and constitution.
Akpabio also urged the committee to look into Senator Kawu's claims and make recommendation to the Senate for further legislative action.
So the two committees, Committee on Gas and Downstream, when you are deliberating, as you are reverting to us, please take cognizance of his point of order.
In a similar development, President Tinubu wants the Senate to also confirm the disengagement of Babatunde Irukera as the Executive Vice Chairman and the CEO of the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC. His request is contained in the letter read by the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, on Tuesday at the resumption of plenary after a 4-week Christmas and New Year break.
I hereby seek the kind confirmation of the Senate in respect of the disengagement from office of Babatunde Irukera as Executive Vice Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of the FCCPC, with effect from Monday, the 8th day of January 2024.
President Tinubu had on January 8, 2024 sacked Babatunde Irukere as the CEO of FCCPC. Kikelomo Okere, Global Television News.
Governor Sheriff Oborevwori of Delta State has suspended the Commissioner for Agriculture and Natural Resources, Honorable Omon Perez, with immediate effect. He has also ordered the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, Benef Agama, Assistant Director, Agriculture Engineering, Engineer Oki Itarike, and the Chief Accountant, Gabriel Idiata Cheko, to embark on compulsory leave. The Delta State government said the action was to enable a 7-man committee set up by the governor and headed by the secretary to the state government, Dr. Kingsley Emu, to investigate the claims and perceived infractions related to the management of the scheme of the ministry. The police in Ekiti State say they have arrested 5 suspected kidnappers during a bush-combing exercise on Tuesday. The operation was a response to 2 attacks by bandits in Ekiti on Monday, resulting in the death of 2 monarchs and the kidnapping of school children, a bus driver, and teachers. A statement by Police Public Relations Office for Ekiti State Police Command, Sunday Abutu, states that 5 persons were arrested in the forest during bush-combing operations. Abutu said the suspect claimed to be herdsmen during interrogation, but it was later discovered that none of them has a cattle and no cattle was found with them in the forest where they were arrested. The chairman of the Police Service Commission, Dr. Solomon Arase, says Nigeria needs the right police officers with mental mobility and fertile minds to relate effectively with the public. This is contained in a statement made available to newsmen by the head of press and public relations of the PSC, Ikechukwu Ani, on Tuesday in Abuja. According to Ani, Arase spoke when he paid a courtesy visit to the registrar of the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, Professor Ishak Oloide. Arase said the focus of discussion during the visit was on the process of engaging JAMB to conduct computer-based tests for applicants seeking employment in the constable cadre of the Nigerian police. And still in the news, the police command in Taraba has announced the arrest of suspected kidnapper Aliyu Mohammed in possession of 8.55 million naira and 7 mobile phones. Joseph Aribo, the commissioner of police in the state, who made this known on Wednesday in Jalingo, said that the suspect was arrested by mobile policemen at a checkpoint at Yagai on Jalingo-Yola bypass. According to him, during interrogation, the suspect failed to give satisfactory account of himself, and a search of his vehicle revealed the sum of 8,550,000 naira in cash, 7 mobile phones, 3,000 MTN naira recharge card, and 7 amulets. The Commissioner of Police also announced the arrest of 5 other suspected kidnappers by the command's anti-kidnapping unit and local vigilante members. The chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ola Olukeide, has revealed that the anti-graft agency uncovered how a religious sect in Nigeria is laundering money for terrorists. This was as he also revealed that another religious body was found to be protecting a money launderer after some money suspected to have been laundered was traced to the organization's bank account. The EFCC boss made the revelation on Wednesday at the Musa Yar'Adua Center, Abuja, during a one-day dialogue on youth, religion, and fight against corruption. He noted that religious organizations, institutions, sects, and bodies have been found culpable of money laundering. The Nigerian Customs Service has arrested one Abdurrahman Ibrahim in his 50s for his involvement in fraudulent activities and impersonation of the Comptroller General of Customs and other high-ranking government officials. This was disclosed in a statement posted on the official X handle of the NCS on Wednesday. According to the statement, the NCS spokesperson, CSC Abdullahi Mewada, on Monday revealed that the suspect's arrest was made possible through intelligence gathered by the Customs Police Unit. The National PRO said the suspect has fraudulently lured numerous unsuspecting citizens to pay him money for the issuance of job appointment letters, thereby extorting over 1 million naira from them. The Western Nigerian Security Network Amotekun Corps in Ondo State has arrested 31 suspects for various alleged crimes across the 18 local government areas of the state. Adetunji Adeleye, commander of the Amotekun Corps, made this known while parading the suspect on Wednesday in Akure. Adeleye said that the suspects were arrested for offenses including alleged kidnapping, illegal possession of firearms, and those that specialized in breaking of shops and houses. He also said that the government was resolute in its determination to ensure that investors, farmers, residents and commuters moved about freely in the state without apprehension of attacks by hoodlums. At least 12 loggers were killed in northeast Nigeria, Borno State, near the border with Cameroon, when their vehicles hit a landmine in an area where Boko Haram jihadists were active. 2 NGOs working in the region said Wednesday. The loggers were on their way to the bush to collect firewood when flattered bed vehicle conveying them rolled over a mine suspected to have been planted by Boko Haram jihadists on the highway outside the Polka village. The NGO said, which happened on Monday, men suspected to be Boko Haram planted explosive and killed 12 people, while many were injured along the Polka to Gwazo route. The Supreme Court on Wednesday dismissed an appeal by the All Progressive Congress and its governorship candidate in Adamawa State, Aisha Dahiru, popularly known as Binani, against Adamu Fintiri. The Apex Court, in a unanimous decision by the 5-member panel, dismissed as lacking in merit an appeal. The APC and its candidate, Senator Aisha Dahiru, filed to challenge the outcome of the governorship election that was held in the state on March 18, 2023. Sharon Ajay has the rest of the story.
The appellants, through their team of lawyers led by Chief Akinolu Olujimi San, prayed the court to nullify the declaration of Fitiri of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, as the valid winner of the gubernatorial contest. They urged the Supreme Court to set aside the concurrent verdict of the Court of Appeal and the Adamawa State Governorship Elections Petitions Tribunal, which dismissed their case and upheld Fitiri's re-election. Specifically, Senator Dahiru insisted that she polled the majority of valid votes cast at the election and was validly declared the winner of the state's Resident Electoral Commissioner, REC.
We are very pleased with the outcome that the mandate expressed by the people of Adamawa State, as affirmed by INEC, as affirmed by the tribunal, as affirmed by the Court of Appeal, has been affirmed today by the Supreme Court. Leadership in this country must carefully select the people to be entrusted with the sublime responsibility of manifesting the democratic will of the people into election results. I think this is an exhortation that all of us must take seriously. The executive, the legislature, the nation, the citizens. We must rise up to the responsibility to enrich and deepen our democracy so that the result of the election is the actual and accurate reflection of the will of the people.
I'm thankful for the judiciary for standing firm to ensure justice is delivered from the tribunal to the Supreme Court, and to my hard-working and dedicated team of lawyers ranging from the team leader, Barrister Didi Dodo, SN, and his team, Mahmoud Magaji and his team, and the lawyers that represented the PDP, Raji Ahmed, and that of the INEC. Above all, to my people in the state that have stood firm with me throughout this trial time. I'm grateful for them, and to my entire well-wishers across the country. This victory will only spur us more to do better for our state. We will continue to ensure that only the best is delivered to our people. And I call on every citizen of the state to join me in building the greater Adamawa State.
She, among other things, prayed the court to determine who ought to be the bona fide running officer of the gubernatorial election. However, Fitiri, through his lawyer, Damian Dodo San, urged the Apex Court to dismiss the appeal and validate his election victory. Sharon Ajay reporting for Global TV News.
Human rights activist and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has sued the federal government through the Attorney General of the Federation, the Minister of Education, the Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, and 36 states over the issue of out-of-school children in the country. Falana filed the suit alongside an early childhood education specialist, Hawa Mustafa, on behalf of the Alliance on Surviving COVID-19 and Beyond. Their suit is over their failure to access 68 billion naira Universal Basic Education Commission funds to provide free basic education for every Nigerian child of school age. The Attorney General of the 36 states of the Federation and Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, were also listed as respondents in the suit, which was filed through their lawyer, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana. And that's how we call it a wrap on News Circle. I am Anthony Momodu saying thank you for watching.